All right, so we're live. Hey, you got me. I love being a part of this show and coming on with you guys every Sunday night. And man, it's the stream show. And I promise you, this one's going to be a good one. Now, we're doing something a little bit different today. So as you come in, please check in with me. Let me know where you are coming in from and talking with me from. And I'm going to talk to you myself through the countdown this morning. So come on in, hang out with me. I am DJ Strick, and this is the Stream Show. And man, what a great opportunity to learn in December. So today's show, I have a great founder of a company, somebody I found the software that they have is just amazing. And I'm getting a chance to talk to them today. But before we do that, of course, I want to check in with all of you. And I am not seeing comments come through real quick. So let me check and see where we are. To be sure comments are coming in. I see a thumbs up, but I don't see you guys yet. So let me be sure that we are all here together. So if you're coming in, please check in with me, make a comment. And as you make that comment, let me be aware that you are here. This is what I need to do. Please let me know that you're here, and we'll be together. So it's going. Okay, so I see Clay is here. Why didn't it come through on the comments? But I see it now. So, and I have Ocean man, New Zealand hanging out with me today. Thank you so very much. I don't know what what you call it. I don't know what the time code is, like where you are, but thank you for hanging out with me today. Let me put it up here on the screen. Wow. And then Clay, Realty Company Group, and none other than Mr. Camera Junkie himself hanging out with me. He says hello to everyone. So guys, keep coming through. Let me know that you are here tonight, and I will appreciate it. Camera Junkie, let me know how long you're going to be hanging around here with me tonight. And if Paul is here, I have a link that I need to send to put in the comments and for something that we're doing tonight. So please let me know how long you're going to be hanging out with me. That being said, this time tonight, it is for you. So again, take the time to check in. But this particular product, as a content creator, someone now that's building courses, I have Kajabi. I want to take my content creation to the next level. I want to talk to my entrepreneurs that are content creators. Like, you are now reaching out to clients. Like, you need new clients, and you want to do that the best way that you can. Like, you want to be seen the best way. There he is. There he is, Paul. I was waiting on you. I have a link I'm going to send you, if you don't mind putting in the comments a little later on today. I'm going to send it to you in just a second as I pull it up here on my phone to get to you. We have, tonight I'm going over Projectdotco, and I'm looking at my countdown time. And I think you guys are going to like this product. So if you ever thought about project management system, and if you ever thought about a client portal, if you ever wanted an easy way for people to pay you, guess what? This one product does it all at one time. And I mean, you know, it's a special day when Alicio shows up. My brother, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through, hanging out with me tonight. I think you'll like this one too. Listen, Alicio, this one is for us. Like, I've never talked to you about this particular program. I really like it. And so if me and you were having a conversation, we will be talking about this one. So it's only because we've been missing Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to Tuesdays because I found this product and I really like it. So if you're a content creator that is trying to be entrepreneurial, you know, you're stretching out, you want to do more things, you want to be able to have something that you can talk to your clients with, and they can see the status of the projects that they're working with you on. You can stay up to date with maybe other people that's in your company, whether it's an assistant or an editor or whatever. Lights, camera,
action, join the Stream team and be a part of the streaming network. Our goal is to help you succeed.
Introducing us. I'm here live with Matt, and I'm not live. This is actually a recording, and I'm so happy to be able to do this. Not so long ago, Matt, I got your product, Projectdotco, and I was blown away because I am starting to take on clients, and I wanted the best system to be able to do it, and I found you, Matt, and I'm so excited about that. Thank you for taking the time to be on the show as well.
You're very welcome, and thank you so much for your kind words.
Listen, how did you get started with Project.co? Like, what made you think about this software fitting the project management sector for people?
Yeah, I mean, the sector is quite it's quite busy to say the least, the project management space. But no, I mean, how we got started is I actually have a video animation agency, and we've been going like 12, nearly 13 years. And you know, back in the day when we started, I started generating some new clients. Video was becoming hot, and you know, I realized that we needed a way to track all the work that we were doing between, you know, sales, script, design, animation. As I hired different people into these different roles within the business, you know, we realized that it was going to be very important to be able to have one place to put all our stuff so that it wasn't going to get lost, wasn't going to get messy. But more to the point, what we really needed was a place for ourselves, but a place that worked for our clients as well, because I understood that, you know, it's good to have an internal tool to use, but if the clients can be involved as well, then everybody's just constantly updating it, and we've always got a single source of truth that's always up to date with all the information about that project or the projects that we've got ongoing at any time. So yeah, we built it for ourselves. We've used it as an internal tool we still use it as an internal tool, but we rebuilt it about 5 years or so ago because we thought it would be useful for a lot of other people as well. And yeah, it's been developed and developed and developed over a long period of time, and now it's an amazing piece of software.
Well, I'm glad you shared the story because the evolution of you being a business owner that needed a tool is where a lot of my audience and community members are now. Like, we're at a place to where we're finding the entrepreneurial part of being content creators, taking on clients just like you've done. And it's important to have a great software application that you can use that looks professional. Like, there's easier ways to do this, or I want to say there are other ways to do it, but how can you do it, especially when some of the price points for what we're doing in content creations now could get so high? You want to be sure that you, from a branding sense, it looks good, that it's easy to use, that it's intuitive, that you could use it, your clients can use it and not get bogged down in how does this work, where does this work? And I saw your product and thought, this is what I've been looking for.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's two guiding principles that we work to. It's got to be easy. Firstly, it's got to be easy to use for first-time users. So this is clients, really. If you don't have something that's easy to use, clear and obvious to people who are logging in for the first time, then they're not really going to keep using it. And you just need those people just to use it, not have questions, and just slot right in. So it's got to be easy to use for first-time users. Part of that is to look nice. You know, that's a bonus. We obviously think it's very important, particularly for, you know, content creators. They want it to look nice, and we want it to look nice, have good user interface and good user experience. But then, if it's easy to use, that's one thing, but it's got to be powerful for the internal team as well. So it's got to have features that make managing tasks easy, make discussions easy, make managing multiple projects over a long period of time easy. So it's got to be easy to use for first-time users, but powerful for the internal team. And they're the two things that we really, really work towards.
So just so we are clear, Matt here is the founder of Project.co. Now, first, Matt, I want to be clear about how your tool is a project management tool on one end and a client portal on the other end. Is there any other facets that I might be missing that you're doing right now inside of Project.co that would just blow our minds as well?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it a hub for your work. So more so than just inviting clients and they can see a few bits and pieces that are ongoing, we want to make it a place where you can, where it's the central hub for every piece of work, every project that you're doing. So you can create a project, you can add discussions, tasks, files, notes, payments, and time. You can add all these core tools, but something that we're really doing is making it easy for you to add all the other tools that you work as well. So if you have a regular weekly Zoom call with a client, then you can add that so that the clients know where to click to get to that Zoom call. If you've got a Google Doc or a Google Sheet or an Airtable base or a Vimeo review page or a Microsoft Teams, you get the picture. Everything that you do might not be a core tool in Project.co, but we want to add we have and we are adding the ability to add all these different tools into one place. So anytime you create a project, you can add all the different things in that are important for that project, and invite the client, invite your team, and then everybody has everything to hand for that project. So everything that is necessary for that project is within one place and can be found by everybody. So if there's ever anybody that's off, anybody that's sick, anybody that's coming into the project for the first time, they've got all the information, whether it's through the discussion feed, in the tasks, or the links to the other tools and things that you're using. Everything's within that project.
So from a project management standpoint, people are familiar with, Monday has done a great job on YouTube of every time you go to YouTube, you see Monday.
Yep.
Asana is there, Trello is there, and all of these spaces. That's just one part. Like project management is just one part of what your tool actually fits into, correct?
Yeah, we're trying to make it a hub for your work, really. So every project is like a self-contained area. We're trying to make
Gotcha.
that a hub for that piece of work.
So one of the things that helped me when I was finding out what Project.co, and what we'll do in just a second is, take you so you can kind of show us around the software. But not only did I have a place, but I also had a place, workspace for my team members, and then a workspace for clients, and all of that looks I said it before, it looks very intuitive. But the part that you mentioned just a few minutes ago is also a place that where you have those clients that can actually pay. So when we talk about a client portal, like instead of having, in this case, you're taking away three or four different other applications that people will have to use and basically funneling it down to just one.
Yeah, I mean, something that we found, I mentioned how we use Project.co and why we created it. Something that we found is that we needed to make sure that clients could pay for projects as they were ongoing. So, we do and used to charge like part at the start, part in the middle, part at the end sometimes. And, having those payment steps can be, difficult for some companies where they've got, finance teams and things like that. But if we
Right.
could break down the difficulty and make it easy for them to pay as projects are ongoing, then we just found we could get paid quicker, projects kept moving, clients were happier because there's nothing that stalled. So having like a payment function in there, even a basic function just to take payments, it was it's a lifesaver really. It really keeps projects moving.
That's awesome. So, what would you say this would be a target group for? So, a size of a company. What size company do you think would work best with Project.co?
Yeah, I mean, you could use Project.co as an individual, like a freelancer or, a solopreneur, solo creator, for example. And that would have a lot of use because you'd keep all your information in one place. You can invite an unlimited number of clients. So as one person, you can invite an unlimited number of clients. But where Project.co is really useful is where you have an internal team. So as the manager or the boss or the owner, you can then see all projects that are ongoing on a timeline and things like that so that you can really understand where everything's up to. And where your capacity is really. So I would say Project.co is great from anywhere from 1 to 50 to 100 people really. Small to mid-sized teams of designers, creators, and agencies is perfect.
That's awesome. So, as I'm building, I thought about my assistant to be able to help me with a lot of the tasks, but also thought about, okay, now editors are going to be able to need to get to the segments to edit, the videos to edit, and then graphic designers. They need all of the assets to do the graphic design. So if I had all of these, three other people other than me, being able to talk to each other in one place and not be an email thread,
Yeah.
a real place where they can communicate to each other,
Yeah.
see the assets, see the progress, the status of where they are, and have a place to put the final draft. When I saw Project.co, man, I'm telling you, I got so excited about this tool. I had to get it. And having the opportunity to have you on is really cool. Now, let's dive into what it actually looks like. So we've talked about it now. I'm sure people are so intrigued. I will have links in the description and in the comments today, guys. So if you want to get it as we are talking about it, don't hesitate. You can get it today. I'll have my affiliate link out there so you can do that. That being said, Matt, you ready to go into the platform so we can show people around a little bit?
Let's do it. I can give you a brief run around. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Project.co. This is the dashboard, the welcome dashboard. So this is not only what internal people will see, but this is actually what clients will see as well. The only difference for clients is that they won't see a couple of cards. So they won't see the templates card because they can't create templates. They won't see the time card because time is something that's internal to your business. You want to track the time, but you don't necessarily want clients to see how much time's been spent until you send them the report or the invoice.
Right.
So yeah, but everything's super visual. So in a normal project management system or another project management, system, when you log in, it can be a little bit overwhelming. There's a sidebar, there's a header, there's lots of different places to click. It's not very clear. So for first time users, it can be a little bit overwhelming. Whereas for clients coming in here, they can see, oh, projects, I want to go to my projects. They get a straightforward list. So if they've got one project ongoing, it will just show one project. If they've got 2, 3, 4, it'll show just the projects that they've got ongoing at any particular time. I'll click into this one here. You can see then every project is a contained area for that piece of work. So we got nice branding up the top. We got the title. We can see what stage it's at in our process, and then we can change it. So all these are user configurable. So you can set these stages to what you want them to be. You can see a start and end date, and you can set privacy so that you can actually decide who can see this project.
Okay.
You can then invite yourself. You can invite your team, your client's team, anybody that needs to be part of the project.
Let me ask you a question right there on that part of who's a part of the project. Do they need to have a Project.co account to be there?
Yeah. So what happens is whenever you want to invite somebody to the account, a new client that you're working with, you would invite them to the account, and then the way that you would do that is by adding their email. You can go into here and click create new person, add their email address, decide what role they should have based on the permissions that you need them to have. Add them to a group, so you can decide what would their group be called. It's great to create a group for different clients. You can see we've got Art Creative, Brave Creative here, and then you can choose which projects to add them to. So really, really straightforward. When the client gets the invite, they'll just click the link. They'll be able to add their name and password, and they're in. And then they can just log in at any time and see any projects that they've got ongoing.
Sounds good. And again, very intuitive. I love it.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it straightforward. So it's straightforward doesn't necessarily mean that the power isn't there, but it's just trying to make things, easy along the way, which I think is lacking a lot of the time. So if I step back to the explainer video project here, you can see if I scroll down, really what we've got here is a set of tools. So we've got a discussion tool, tasks, files, notes, but all these are totally configurable, so we can actually decide to not have them or add the ones that we want. So what I was going to do is I was going to just go through the creation of like a new project really and show you how it builds up from scratch to something that's really useful.
Sure.
Cool. So if I go up to create new here, this is where we can create anything new. I'll click create project. So I'm going to just recreate effectively the project that we've just seen, the explainer video project. So we can create an image. So I'm going to click to create a group, but we can add emojis and stuff like that. I'm going to create a project for Craft Brewery here. I'm going to add an image, so I can grab something from Unsplash. There we go.
So Unsplash is already integrated within Project.co to give you these images.
That's correct. Yeah, you can just grab an image from Unsplash, or you can upload your own as well.
Man, very good.
We can then name it. So if we call it explain video. You could start with a template if you want as well, and a template would give you cover images, it would give you a name, it would give you a description, it can have the tools and the people. So templates are a really good starting point, and will save you having to set up new projects from scratch all the time. So if you've got projects that you would do on a regular basis, you can use a template instead. But for this, I'm just going to start from scratch. I'm going to click create project, and we've got like a blank project. You see there's nothing really on this project, and I can build this up to be what I want it to be. So I can click to add people, but at the moment I'm just going to leave that blank. And here's what I want to really show you is the tools. So if I go into tools, you can see that we get a pop-up, and we can see all the different tools that we can add. So you can see at the top we've got core tools like discussion and tasks and notes and files and payments that we've already talked about. But we can also add like lots of third-party tools like Adobe and Airtable and Figma, Dropbox, Frame.io. We can add forms and Google Sheets and slides. All these things can be part of your project so that you can use your other tools with Project.co, and then Project.co is really your hub for communication, tasks, and all the other tools, and a link to all the other tools you use as well. Some of these tools can be embedded as well, which I'll show you in a moment. So for an explainer video, we will definitely want to have a discussion, because we'll want to chat with ourselves and our clients. We want to have tasks. We want to have files, payments, and time, for example, as well. And I'll add a note as well. I'll show you how that works. But what I want to do here is I also want to add a Google Doc. And when I click Google Doc, when we've got third-party embed, we might say this is a script. So what we want to do is we want to add a collaborative document to Project.co. And I've just got one I prepared earlier here. So I'm just going to grab a link, which is my Google Doc link, and I can enter a description. So this is the script. Then when I save, see the Google Doc's been added, and I'm just going to also add, just so I can show you a couple more as well, just also add a slide. So I'll say this is the storyboard, add that in, and we'll just leave that blank for now. So there we go, we've got a Google slide. We can add an unlimited number of tools, so if we want to link to a Google Drive folder or something else, then we can certainly do that. And when I'm done, I click, I'm done. And you can see down here that all our different tools have been added. So if I go to, as an example, the script, you can see the script actually shows the Google Doc right from within our Project.co interface.
Haven't left Project.co yet. I love it.
Yeah, we've not even left. So this is the thing, you see, we've got our explainer video project, and we've got our Google Docs right within here. So we can click in here, we can type, and everything's fully editable. So a client will be able to come in here, and without even having to leave the Project.co project, they'll be able to edit a script in here as well. And that means
so Matt, let me stop you right there if you don't mind. If we were live, because this is recorded, guys, I would actually have Matt on, and we would talk through this and answer all of your questions. And Matt is just doing such an excellent job. I'm going to come here really quick. It's such an excellent job at explaining this from a project management tool. I think you've done a lot, showing us how that part works. I'm just kind of at awe about it, finding this, because I've used some other tools, and all of them have, their pluses and minuses. But I think the idea of being all inclusive inside of the platform, that we just saw the Google Doc inside of Project.co with still the buttons at the top. So if you go somewhere and you need to go back, it's just very easy to go back to, whatever you started with inside of the project. Did this take you time to develop, as far as, how thoughtful you wanted to be from a client perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. It has taken quite a long time. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, we actually developed it over 10 years ago for ourselves, and it's been iterated on for all that time. But then we're up to our second public version of Project.co as well. So we've had an awful lot of client feedback from a user point of view for other people using it with their clients. And, you know, like I said, we're trying to make it easy to use for first-time users and powerful for internal teams. So everything we do, we're always thinking about those two things. Whatever new features we implement, we're always thinking about how can we make it easy to use for first-time users, but powerful for internal teams.
That's the exact thing that I was thinking about when, of course, I started down this road with Project.co. Something I could start with that's really simple, me and an assistant, and then grow to, like I see all of the things that you could be really detailed with inside of this program. And again, I'm just super excited about it. Again, guys, for the links about how you can get Project.co, it's in the comments. Just click it and you can go through and find what place it is for you in however you create or for the projects you're working on or even clients. So Matt, let's dive right back in if you don't mind. I know I kind of stopped you in where you were going with this, but if you want to go back to the explainer video and we can see now where the next phase of how you can use Project.co.
Yeah, sure. So let's imagine that we've got this project, but we also have lots of other projects as well. So something that's really useful to show you is just jump back to the home page here, and we can go into tasks. So this is now not just the tasks from within the project. It looks very, very similar, but now what we can see is all the tasks on all projects. So we can look across and see all the different people that have got to do different tasks on different days, and you can see where those tasks are up to. We can also see all the tasks in different views. So if we want to see our tasks in a calendar view, for example, or let me just jump. Our tasks are actually, this is a demo account, and our tasks are actually set a few months back. But yeah, you can see here in our calendar view all the tasks, and these can just be dragged and dropped.
Oh,
And
I
then we
love
have,
that.
yeah. So you can, so as a manager, you've got filters as well. So you could filter down to different clients or different people, really see what you want to see. If I go to the scheduler view is pretty cool. I'm just going to set this up a little bit, go back to April here. Oh, wow. Let me just scroll down a little bit. Sorry, my
April
mouse.
looks busy.
April's busy, yeah. What I want to do here, sorry, my mouse is actually just jumping around a bit. But I want to show you the grouping option here. So if we want to group by assigned here, we can then not only see the tasks, but we can actually see who they're assigned to as well. So I can now understand what people's capacity is in different days, different months. So if we see Daryl here, well, Daryl's got a lot on. So, okay, we're going to just drag one of his over to Hannah here, move that over to there. We can see Jadine's got a bit on here, so we can move that over there. So everything can be reorganized in here, and we can actually drag tasks over to different people on different days. If it needed to be, moved around wherever, then you can certainly do that in here. So it's really easy to see things like who's got to do certain tasks in the scheduler view. And we can also see things in Kanban view as well. Just depends how you actually like to view your tasks, and you can drag from one to the next.
So one thing I was using it for, Matt, was integrating my Google Calendar with the task manager in Project.co. So basically, I've got used to people sending me Google invites, or if someone books a call with me, it goes to my Google Calendar. And if it hits the Google Calendar, then it hits Project.co. And I can see this inside of the calendar, just like a calendar view. So when I'm thinking about tasks for work, yes, I have the calendar, but I also have all of that in Project.co, so my assistant can see what I am assigned for that day as well.
Yeah, so we don't have like a native Google Calendar integration at the moment. I know you've set it up through Zapier, which is
Zapier,
perfect.
correct.
Yeah. So we have a Zapier connection or integration, should I say. So what you can do is you can say, okay, when something's created in Google Calendar, create a Zap to automatically create that as a task in Project.co as well. And then you could also create a reverse Zap as well, so that when something is edited, one of those tasks is edited in Project.co, you want to edit that in Google Calendar, so that effectively it becomes in sync. and you can do that with our Zapier integration. Yep. And next year we actually have a public API coming as well, which means that you could integrate with all sorts of different tools as well. So there's, not just Zapier, but all sorts of other similar tools like Zapier as well, and then other custom integrations as well.
So one of the biggest tools for me as a content creator, of course, I think you started with this as well, editing videos or doing content for other people and being able to deliver that. Can you show me how this could work? Like the video files and all that could work inside of Project.co?
Yeah, do you mean how you would actually be able to do like a video review or something, for example?
And if I wanted to send it inside of the system, I think I saw a button for a video inside of Project.co.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different ways that you could actually do that. If we jump back to the project that I showed initially, which isn't the one that I was setting up, but this Craft Brewery Explainer video here, we actually have a frame.io embed in here. So in here, we've actually uploaded our video to frame.io because it's a great review tool. You can also do a similar thing with Vimeo reviews or we think Zflow, for example. You could embed all those different things in here. In fact, Vimeo is a link rather than an embed because they don't let you embed, but technicalities. And if I click on here, you can actually see, similar to the Google Doc, we've got a video in here that will now play, people can comment on, and you can collect feedback. And the beauty of all these embeds is, just like we were talking about before, they are alongside your discussion and tasks. So it's not that everything's in a different place, it's everything's in the same place, and your video review is right next to everything else that you're doing as well.
I love it. So if a client needs to see it, it's all there, and then to the side you have notes at different parts because it's integrated with Frame. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So you're
And
using.
yeah, sorry to interrupt there. I was just going to
That's
say,
okay.
actually, there's another straightforward way to do it as well. If you just want to send files about, you have the files page here, or you also have a real-time discussion here as well. So you can actually upload files like, documents, wireframes, videos, anything else you need. And then whenever you comment in here, everybody who's part of the project will receive an in-app notification and also an email. And we know that clients sometimes they just will not log into tools, no matter how easy they are. So they can just reply by email, and whenever they reply by email, their comment will be posted right into the correct discussion feed, so that the all information is still captured, and we have a full single source of truth, even if people just reply by email.
I like this. I like this. Well, Matt, let me ask you this question because this is going to get down to, for most of my community, the next phase of being able to monetize this. So I have a project management tool. I have a client portal. How now do I monetize it where people can actually pay inside of this system?
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So, we've got a project that's ongoing here, for example. This is our Craft Brewery Explainer video. If I jump back to the project dashboard, we can go into payments, and you can see here that we have a list of payments that have actually been made. This is our demo account, obviously. So imagine the project's come to an end, it's finished. We can just click new payment here. We can put, this is our payment request, so we can put final payment. You can choose who do you want to show on this invoice, who's the payment for, Craft Brewery. You can choose currency, any currency that's accepted by, we integrate with Stripe and PayPal, so you can accept payments in either of those through those tools at the moment. So it's
Can I ask you a question on this? By any chance, have you gotten into, and I guess if you're using Stripe and PayPal, by any chance, through those tools, can you do cryptocurrency?
Oh, that's a great question. I wish I had the answer to that. I believe you might be able to do cryptocurrency through PayPal,
I
but
think so. I think
yeah,
so through
yeah,
PayPal. It's
yeah,
just a new thing that's coming, Matt. Everybody is talking about it. I know
yeah.
crypto is down and it has some negative thoughts, but at the same time, people are now building infrastructure around being able to accept payments that way. So, but I think
Yeah,
PayPal does.
yeah. I mean, I think they do. It's not something that we've actually, done ourselves for our business, but I think that'd be pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah, some people are talking about it right now, so I just wanted to be sure I asked that question. But it's really that simple. Let me get back to it because you were finishing up all of
That's
the.
okay.
Okay.
Yep. You can choose a tax rate. So, in England where I am, 20% is a usual tax rate of VAT. And you can choose who to notify. So if you want to tell people, set this payment up, come and pay it, they'll get an email. So let's say Jenny, for example. When I click save, you'll see that there's a new payment being created. It's unpaid. We can click to view the invoice. You can put your own logo on here. And then the client can just come in here, click make payment, and they can put in their card details or they can pay using PayPal. It's really, really straightforward. And then they can download the PDF as well. So you've got a PDF record of the invoice. And when the payment's been made, an example, I'll jump back, go into view invoice, you can see that it's been paid and those payment buttons are gone. You can just download the PDF. So it's a really, really straightforward payment tool, but it just keeps projects moving. So it just makes sure that you can take payments along the way, really easy. And we find that the clients that we work with, and I know typically if a client's able to pay by card, then it really speeds up the payment process.
Got it. Got it. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, Matt. I mean, you guys have really thought through it all. And you showed us how. Can we go back and see this last part that I want to talk about, which is what client sees? Like, if I send this, I've invited someone in and I've said I wanted to see discussion, tasks. What exactly does it look like, or what could it look like from a client perspective?
Okay, yeah. Let me log out, and I'm going to just log back in here. So this is a client's view, and you see it's very, very similar. Clients can come in and they can view their projects. So you can see this client, for example, just has this one project.
Mm-hmm.
They click into the project and they can see just the same things, but they just can't edit everything like this. But they can come into the discussion and they can have a conversation with you, so they can chat and share files. But obviously the project information that you've set up is safe from being edited by the clients. It's just there for a read only. They can come in and can view the tasks. You can decide whether they are able to open and edit the tasks or not. And you can also decide which tasks they can actually view. So you can have tasks hidden from clients and visible to clients as well. They can see files. So everything that you can see, most things that you can see yourself, a client can also see. They
So
can
let
see
me
the
ask you this
video.
question. So
Mhm.
if we can go back to files, so I have a client and I say, hey, I need your logo, I need your picture. Can they just go in here and upload under files?
Yeah,
There
just
it
click
is.
upload, drag and drop, drop new files in, and they'll just show in the list. Um, yeah, straightforward as that, really. So yeah, client can come in here, drop a load of files in, then they can jump back to the discussion page and say, put the logos in. Let me know what's next, for example. They can jump into tasks and see when things are going to be delivered. It's straightforward.
I absolutely love this. So if you're watching Matt and I go through Project.co, again, it is a project management tool for you or for you and your company. It is a client portal. So if you have clients, we just showed you how they can actually get into their client portal and what that looks like. You can take payments through Project.co, and it's the same as simple as PayPal or Strick integration.
That's right.
You can handle your calendars. Is there anything else that I'm missing here, Matt? Or is there something on the roadmap that you're saying, hey guys, getting on now is going to be beneficial because we are growing to this?
Yeah, I mean, we have lots of exciting things actually on the roadmap that are coming next year. We have collaborative notes. So one of the things that I could probably show you quickly is the notes tool. It's super powerful, but in early next year, it's going to also be collaborative. So if there's 5 people all in that note at the same time, you'll see everyone's cursors and be able to edit that together. So it's going to become more collaborative. We have a Gantt chart coming, so people can see a Gantt chart view, which is really good for mapping out bigger projects. And as you can see the timeline, if something moves on, you can move the whole project on at the same time. So it's super easy to sort of visualize how changes early on in the process are going to change things later on in the process. We also have task dependencies as well. So if you can decide if something it shouldn't be allowed to be done before the thing before it finishes. Something that I could also show you as well is already available, but it's something that's really cool and be useful for a
Yeah,
lot of creators is rebranding. So we allow you to already rebrand the account, send from your email address so that people, your clients still see your email address, and also have it on your domain so that clients see your domain, not Project.co domain.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I can quickly show you. So I'm just going to have to jump back out of this client account and back into, let me see.
This is cool, guys. So this is one of the things that also sent me to Project.co, the ability to be able to white label this. Like
Oh, yes.
Strick City Media Agency is the name of my company, and I want to be able to brand that so that people are always coming to me. So he's going to show us how this actually looks.
Yes, it's really straightforward. So you on the welcome dashboard again, which is a starting point for a lot of things in Project.co, click on the option button and go to account settings. And then we're going to go to custom branding down here. And you can see I've actually got some, a fake company set up here. We're calling Art Creative, very, very creative name. So if I can click here, enable branding, and you'll see the background changes, the logo changes.
I got it.
If I click save, and if I go back, you see we have basically a fully rebranded account. It's got updated button colors. It's got the updated colors on the tasks, on the cards. It's got a new logo, and these colors and logo and everything will also follow through for the emails as well. So everything is fully rebranded. And then once you've got it on your domain and also got it coming from your emails, it will feel like your own branded system.
Oh, I love this. So now, to be honest with you, we have to get down, Matt, to the real part of selling this, which is the cost. So
Yeah.
many people, even when I watch, so sometimes people want to know the cost before they know the features, but I wanted to be sure everybody understood how powerful this tool is, and it's something very new. But I do want to get down to the different variations of it, what they could get, and how they could even get to the white label portion, if you don't mind showing that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll bring up our website here so that you can actually see. We have a few straightforward packages. So we've got free forever, so you can use it for free forever.
Okay, I'm still seeing the last
Oh,
page.
there we go. Sorry, can
There
you
you
see
go.
that? Yeah. Okay, yes, so we have a few different packages. We've got free forever, so you can actually use it free forever with up to 5 creator users and 10 active projects. And there's no time limit on that. Use it for free forever. That's absolutely fine. And then we have 2 paid plans, pretty straightforward. It's $10 per month for our team plan, or that's $8 a month annually if you want to pay annually. And that gives you then unlimited projects. You get 10 gigabytes storage per creator user, which is an internal team user. You can still invite an unlimited amount of clients for free. And then we have our agency plan, which it basically is very similar to the team plan, but it has fully white labeled look, feel, domain, emails, and you also get a high level of priority support there as well. And that is $14 per creator user monthly, or $12 per creator user annually.
I love it. I love it. So not only is it powerful and useful, but you also have it to where it is economical. I love
Yeah.
that. Basically, starting at from an annual perspective, $8 a month, or for agency up to 12, which I think I have the agency deal because I
Yeah.
wanted to bring on other people and have it white labeled. I think that is so important for people. Not saying that Project.co is not a great company to be able to support, but if you are an agency, you're bringing in those clients, the correct portal, your branding, so people feel comfortable spending those huge amount of dollars for, what it takes right now. Whether you're editing reels, which is what I'm doing, for clients. I'm editing reels for clients and being able to post that for social media. It is a up and coming business, but it is expensive if someone wants you to do that for a whole month. So looking good, having the correct branding just makes sense. So Project.co is a program that I'm using right now. And if you guys are interested, and of course, you have the free plan, free for forever, or the $8 team or agency. The link for my affiliate link is, and I say that because you have to say it's an affiliate link. You don't pay anything different. I just get a portion of the payment. And Matt has, as the founder, Matt has been so gracious to give us the time to be able to explain this on the stream show so that we all could benefit from this great tool that he has. So, Matt, anything else you want to talk to us about or tell some of the creators that are watching today?
I guess the only thing to say would be that, we're in the same boat. We are creators. We want to, work with creators. We're trying to make a tool for creators by creators. So, we're here to answer any questions that anybody has. Every page, whether you're on the homepage of Project.co or whether you're in your account, every single page has a help button at the bottom right-hand corner. We're there, in the day, and at night time we'll come back to you the next day, but we're always available to answer questions and talk to you about whether it's something you're thinking about with Project.co or something that you're stuck with, or we want to give you help. We're here to help.
And you guys are across the pond. I say that because that goes either way. You're across the pond from me. I'm across the pond from you. So do we have to be mindful of that time when we're chatting?
No, fire questions away. If we're here, we'll answer them straight away. If not, then we'll come back to you as soon as we're available. But
That
it's usually
is
pretty quick. We're really
that is
trying to give
super
people good
cool.
service. Yeah.
That's awesome, Matt. So let me ask this question. I really should have started with this, but I was so intrigued about Project.co that Project.co that I forgot to be so intrigued about you because you are a creator. How can people find some of the stuff that you're doing out there? Because I know you have a couple of video programs. Could you explain how they can see you?
Yeah, sure. So my agency is called Wise Owl, which is spelled WYZOWL, and we've been going like 12 years. We create animated explainer videos. Is our bread and butter really. We've done that for 12 years. We create videos for all sorts of companies, small and large, around the world. So please check Wise Owl out. And Project.co is a software that we built for ourselves, and then we've rebuilt for other people to use as well. And super excited to know what you think about it. Project.co has been out there for 5 years, so we've got a lot of people, a lot of different agencies, service businesses, creators using it now. And excited to get deeper into the creator economy.
That's awesome, man. Thank you again for spending the time with me here on the stream show. I always, my job is to make streaming simple. So we're trying to help content creators in that case, but the back end of how you administrate, how you look to your clients, how you're building your company is also important. And Project.co is another one of those software systems that I wanted to bring to you to help you guys do a better job with making sure your branding across the board is top notch. And today, I just feel so good about it, even because I just feel like it's economical. We're still paying tons of money to Apple for storage and for music. This portal is going to help you make money. So I think that if you guys just kind of dive down into it, find out how you can use it right now at whatever level you are, this program can grow with you. So again, Matt, thank you so very much for coming on. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to try to go into the comments and answer some of these questions. And hopefully you are clicking the link right now so you get this program. So you can get it. I want you to get it right now. This is awesome. So you heard from Matt and you heard from me, of course. I do love Project.co. I put in the links. Thank you so very much. Paul has been, working behind the scenes as the video was going for Project.co to give you the affiliate link. And man, what a awesome program. So thank you, Paul. If you guys got any questions, I'm going to stay on just a minute here to answer any possible question as I can. And again, thanks for checking in with me, Paul. If there's not, man, this has been a great night, and I thank you for your attention. My job through the Stream Show is to help streamers succeed. As you are building your content creation through whatever journey you're going through, if you got clients, if you just need to find a way to be a little bit more productive, and you need some type of project management system, Project.co is great. If you are now servicing clients and you want to look oh so professional, Project.co is there for you for that as well. If you're taking payments from those clients, you could do it all in one place. That's why I brought it to you tonight. All the links that I have up is the affiliate link. Guess what? You know how affiliates go. You don't pay any extra. I actually get a percentage of the sale, and everybody is enjoying this particular program. That being said, guys, thank you all for watching tonight. This has been a great night. Next Sunday is Christmas, right? Next Sunday is Christmas. And the Sunday after that is New Year's Day. I would love to be with you, but those are 2 holidays. So I'm actually going to come back January the 8th, starting in 2023. That's going to be my first Sunday show, and I have some guests lined up for that you're going to love too. So we're going to start the year off with a bang. We have several things that we're going to be doing, including quarterly webinars. So I'm taking the Stream Show and I'm adding the idea of the Stream Show, helping streamers succeed, but we're going to do webinars where I bring even larger content creators and business owners, and we'll do a 2 or 3 day webinar to help you. And all you have to do is put it in your calendar and hang out with us for 2 or 3 hours and learn more about the content creator journey. That's the plan for 2023. I will talk more about that at the beginning of the year. So be watching out for more things happening on the Stream Show. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I mean, I love what I do. And like Paul said, if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button. See you guys in 2023.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.